Circle 5 and on, so let's get right to it. You see here on your screen a bunch of people already established on the side of the mountain. Your current elimination leaders there on the right. But Sundown, what are you seeing? I mean, we're near Viking, right?
We are near Viking, which means there are going to be mountains in play during this rotation. So one thing I do want to clarify real quick, the way we are grabbing these spectators, the way we're grabbing the games is they're the replay files from the server, which means we're able to capture everyone's individual perspective and jump into it.
Portion, we're going to see the game slow down a little bit, right? Because no one wants to be eliminated. They want to hit top 25. So you're going to see people capitalizing on other people's mistakes, right? Everyone's waiting for someone to mess up, and they're going to try and focus that player down and just make it easier to hit that top 25 range. That's right, man. And it sucks for that player who kind of uses it, but then for everyone else, you're like, oh, yeah, no, burn your mobility. Especially if you don't have any, you're like, oh, yeah, thanks, dude. You just set this up for me. But immediately, Clarity zooms in on a player, takes aim, and release your shots. Picks him up an elimination.
Don's Will Pow going down there, getting closer to that top 15 as we see more ballers utilizing the safe rotation. But the two biggie oh, that's a lot of loot. Will he have to run in and grab it? He does, but now he's getting pressured by Braga. Will he be able to find an outside? Oh my, that's so fortunate. He runs into Ochaune, who was looking to find the secondary rift because he's on like 5 HP, and he just gets all of the heals back up. Now you see skate feet happening on the bottom. Those iced off box fights are happening, and Karma Lowlander getting caught out in the storm incredibly low. Braga taking a rift to the sky, but BNQ effect all the way up on the high ground right now. Will he be able to find the shots? Top 15 coming through. Utilize the glider redeploying. Great shotgun shot right there to take out. Down on the low ground, trying to impose those ballers out of the circle. A change that was made with 8.11. But one thing is, if you're in the baller, you can't trade out the shot. So B&Q is just basically in front of the line of the buffet right now, picking up another 3 elims. Karma Lowlander going down and just firing the shots off. Newton looks to challenge, but gets forced off into the storm. Utilizes the launch pad to go up, and B&Q continues.
Cam, I feel like Effect is in such a commanding spot right now. It's really his game to lose. He's going to use that rocket to explode and bring that player down.
Yeah, and he didn't even need it. He says, alley-oop. Wonderful player left the backboard for his RPG, and right there instead he alley-oops it to himself, slamming the ball down to the ground. 10 to 20 point match. So it's 10 with the victory route. It was probably 10 elims around total. So 20 points coming out from him there. Fantastically well executed endgame, and he's going to feel good about that. Just a reminder, this is the tail end of Europe, so they don't have that much longer to be queuing up, which means victory royales like that are incredibly beneficial to your score.
How do you say this person's name?
Nike.
Nike.
I'm
like
going to go with Nike or 9CKY. I would go with Nike. But hey, one other thing, if we ever mispronounce your name and you catch us out, just let us know. We want to pronounce your names. We want to give you guys the highlight. We want to give you the clip and give you the recognition you deserve, because you're all really awesome and incredibly talented players. Just as we talk about incredibly talented players, Nike or 9CKY going in, and I'm Jeff going down. Unfortunately there, nothing he's going to be able to do about that. Nike now the edge to get to the end of the circle. CBK Turtle trying to get into the box. Serene boxing himself up as well, just wants to be safe. 2 players going down so far in the rotation. As Saber is able to pick up an elim.
Really quickly, guys, if you're
wait, he's editing it out to drop the player down. Will he be able to get it? The trap comes through. The trap goes off. That was incredible, Serene. Yes, I love seeing players do that. We saw Vivid in 72 Hours do it. I believe it was at TwitchCon and one of the qualifiers. But what you do is you're boxed up underneath. The other player's like, oh, I'll box higher up. You put a trap on your floor, and then you just immediately edit out all the walls because it makes no breaking noise. So then the player ends up forced down.
I'm blown away. That was absolutely magical. Thank you. We just lost our minds.
Yeah, and as you see now, the circle was going up the mountain, but fortunately for some of the players on the low ground, stopped just short of it. Now they're able to go back through those tunnels they just used, but this is where you have to be careful, because there's going to be somebody hiding in one of those boxes, waiting, setting a trap, wanting to find you rotating through, making you think you're safe moving through one of your old boxes, but maybe they replace the cone just like that, as Azu is able to find CBK Turtle. We're inching closer.
We're 5 away from getting that next placement threshold, and people are scrambling. You see Nay there. I think he might have gone down the storm. If not, he's super low. Maybe 5 HP, Sundown.
Yeah, trying
Oh,
to
there you
find
go.
anything he
Bottom
can.
left, he just got
Dinks was
eliminated.
able to pick that up, finding him just on the edge, able to get 222 ticks onto that ball.
Use the impulse!
322 ticks, yeah, impulse would have been fantastic in that situation. However, he's just going to trade out some good shield damage instead, and then chases him down. No problem. He says, sick. All right, you're good. And now they're actually going back through old builds again. So it's a very similar situation on a tarp above. There's then 3 other players slightly higher than that. But right now, all the action is on this low ground. High ground players probably just looking for that safe rotate as low grounders are trying to find each other. Azu pressing through into the box. Can he find Elims? Trying to clean up both of these players, utilizing the pickaxe, finds Ochaune there as Saejimon picks up Jaxi on the other side. Will Saejimon be able to find it, or will Azu be able to create the distance? Now working back through those lower builds, and he's into the top 5.
That's right. Placement points divvied out to everyone remaining. And check it out. We're going back down old Greasy Grove. Serene maintaining the highest of the high. Saber down below, but he's going to drop.
Of Elims on this low ground, so he wants to be careful. But honestly, I think this is Serene's match to lose with ultimate high and the kit that he's had. I haven't seen him having to burn a ton of mats. He will start moving through now, but Saber ends up dropping down. Will he be able to find the Elim? Yes, he does. Saejimon goes down. RPG's coming on the low ground. Will he be able to convert? But as those slippery feet come through,
it was Azu.
Yeah, Azu goes down, but the trap will return a lot of damage. Slippery feet going through. Only 20 health. Gets bonk. It's a 1v1. Serene, look at me. Serene's got it. There's no way. There's absolutely no possible way. He drops this great closeout from Serene right there. 6 Elims and the victory out from the high ground. Very well executed from him there. There's just so many small things he did well in putting together. That was a complete free real estate XMO on those 4 Elims. Speedsy on 4 as well. Kai, BTW on 3. DeRose on 3. And then Apro on 2. I think he's not wanting to utilize a ton of these resources to get himself away. So he did drop down one box. Does have a trap underneath. Going to try and break through. Owns the one wall. But I don't think you're going to drop a ball.
Here it comes!
Okay, well, I guess you are going to drop a player through 2 levels. No problem like that. Sharpness goes back to lobby. Lithu going to be... And this is the top 3,000 players from the region. They qualified in from being the top 3% on the semifinal during the Gauntlet, and just these guys can very much so play. And how they score points as Jordberry picks up nice 2 eliminations. He actually gets himself 5 points there because it puts him into the top 25. The next point threshold is top 15, where you will get 2.
And Grand Wish there was lost to the Storm, so that that long standoff there against Lithu did not quite pan out. And now Dennis is here laying down shots. You hear traps kind of left and right, and this is where people make a scramble, right? We're 6 away rather from reaching top 5, another set of placement points. So we're gonna see a little bit of chaos.
Great shot coming out. This is what you see. We talked about that low ground rampage. When the player is set up and they're able to just watch the edge of the circle as the rotation comes through, you can pick up a ton of Elims. And that was huge because he got blasted, sent down to 65 HP. But the stink he had left behind picked somebody else running through and got him an additional Elim. Dennis picking up 4 Elims right away. We hopped on him when he was 1. Now sitting on 5 and almost into that top 5 for an additional 2 points.
That was so huge because you saw he got cracked, but the moment that other player was eliminated, based on the new changes we made, if you tag someone within a little bit of amount of time, if they're eliminated, you get the elimination credit. So getting able to top himself back off, and he's going to try and line these shots, but they decide...
The player bonked. Will he be able to find him?
That.
Can he find the chase? He wants that elimination. No, he gets it anyway because the player fell to the storm, so he's going to get all of that HP back. Jordberry, though, holding center position. Nobody wants to be left out here, Zeke. We're in 6. Everybody wants to be top 5. You hear shots going off. Jordberry, will he look to challenge, or will he just stay safe as the 6K9 picks up an Elim? But Jordberry gets him on the backside, so Dennis is out as well as the 6K9. So Jordberry in a fantastic position. And 1, 2, 3 dumplings up into the sky. One player opts to dive halfway down. The player, Litho, now has control of ultimate high. Puts out double traps. We saw this before as well. Players on the high ground putting the traps out as the circle is pinching in, because then the players coming in don't have safe spots to land and build off as the player lands directly on him. Great catches. Jordberry now retakes ultimate high. 4 players remaining. Jordberry on ultimate high. Little, oh no. Okay, Darwin had taken a late rift out, so he is now out. Jordberry on ultimate high as the 2 players on the low ground are fighting. Will he be able to find him? Yes, he does. Drops on top of Sorformar. Will it be Litho or will it be Jordberry? Jordberry looking for the shot. 31, but gets traded out with a great 70 shot from Litho on the low ground. Jordberry just opting to hold high and try and ramp him out. He wants to find the shots. Does have a very slight HP advantage, but it might as well be even. Litho trying to find mats. He can't have anything left as Jordberry is just looking for whatever angle he can. Wants to close this out. 6 eliminations. Litho is sitting on a pair as well. Jordberry now dipping out from the side and finds a great shot. Litho wasn't ready for it. He wasn't looking back into the storm. Octagon, Jordberry, well played.
Currently, as we begin to wrap up the European region, 36 points from Prison coming out.
Prisionero, so Team
Prisionero.
Queso's Prisionero, one of the Spanish teams. I'm actually a huge fan of Team Queso, been able to watch them a little bit, and they've been on the rise. Probably a team who doesn't get enough credit for how good they are. And their coach, actually, Lucas Rojo, does some fantastic VOD reviews. They are in Spanish, so you have to be able to speak or know a little bit of Spanish, but the information that's there is still very good. Rounding out the top 10, we have Aqua, who we saw yesterday, a player on the up-and-coming, Cypher Jinsen, Dynamic, Atlantis, Ice, Lens, my boy Boyer, LDLC, SPK, Navi Alpha, and then Wolfies.
You know, I'm really excited to see Aqua there coming in second. That was someone that we hadn't seen. Oh, there's someone else named Zeke. I'm first. Aqua being someone that I saw yesterday, and Ball kind of pointed out, it was someone we haven't seen, and to see that person be second right now, I hope that trend continues. But this is kind of rounding out the top 20 coming out of Europe. And don't forget, it is top 120 in Europe that will place in that money. Now, guys, we've had an awesome set of games, all right?